We are on the last section of your Unit 1 narrative writing notes, which is author's style. Author's style in literature means an author's own way of expressing his or her thoughts. People can have similar styles. Remember, this is going to be different than voice, in which everyone had their own individual voice. With style, people can have similar styles. So, for example, maybe you have a short and to the point writing style, while your friend has a long descriptive writing style. I like to think of it in the context of like fashion. So, for instance, you and your friends may all have a sporty style of dressing yourself, a sporty fashion, while someone else in the class might have a more preppy style of fashion. In writing, there are many tools that an author applies when creating their own style, and we'll call these the stylistic elements. So again, voice is individual to each writer. Style is something more general. And remember, please, an author's style is how she writes, not what she writes. So again, style is how she writes, not what she writes. The stylistic elements include, but are not limited to, the tone in which the author writes, the mood that the author creates in his or her readers, the author's diction, including the connotative meanings behind the author's diction, remembering that diction means word choice. In addition, we have figurative language could be a stylistic element, so that includes things like hyperbole, similes, metaphors, and personifications. Symbols and symbolism could also be stylistic elements. In addition, how somebody characterizes their characters is considered part of the stylistic elements. Okay, first off, we have tone. Tone refers to the writer's or speaker's attitude towards his or her subject. So what is the writer's attitude towards the subject? Tone is about the writer. So when we consider an author's tone, it's easiest to just first decide if it's positive, negative, or neutral, and then from there you can kind of decide and be a little bit more specific as you pinpoint a specific tone. On the next page you have a huge old list of fun tone words. Obviously that's not all the tone words, but those are some fun ones. What you're going to do right now is practice and refer to the tone list if you need. Try and be as specific as possible as you think of what kind of tones might these people use in the following situations. Go ahead and pause right now and complete the tone practice. Okay, moving on. The last thing we need to learn is about mood. So in literature, mood refers to the feelings that the reader gets. So it's the atmosphere when reading a piece of literature. So tone is about the writer, mood is about us. So what is our mood that we are, being influenced to have after reading? So mood is generally a reaction to the author's tone. Mood can be developed through a story's setting, theme, tone, diction, and other stylistic elements. When identifying the mood of a literary piece, think of what feelings are created in your head as you read. In your practice, please look at the 3 quotes, and you are going to try and figure out what sort of mood do the following quotes convey. Why did you choose that mood? You can refer to your mood list on the last page of your notes. Again, try and be as specific as possible. When you are done with that, please check to make sure that all of your notes are finished. Again, this is the last section.